Big Phat Podcast, guys. Episode 1. Your host with the most, Fergie Fresh. Give you a bit of insight into this, guys. This is actually something me, Keane, and Dave tried to do about, was it 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
About 3 years ago, yeah.
We couldn't figure out the technicalities behind it, so we kind of scrapped it because we were busy with other stuff.
We still haven't.
Still learning. The idea behind this, guys, is kind of give you a bit of more value add into your membership and stuff like that. But we want to go into detail as to kind of stuff behind training. The idea is to have more guests on it in the future, obviously more of the coaches, and hopefully other people along with that in the future as well. Obviously, Kino is my first guest.
Hi guys.
Obviously you all know Kino. He's pretty much the head coach. He's in charge of everything, does all sorts of stuff programming. This is just kind of a briefing, guys, really, for the first one. Hopefully we'll have better podcasts in the future, but just trying to give you an idea of what's coming up as we head into lockdown 3. Big thing, guys, that we want is to obviously stay positive and obviously continue to test negative. Dave, we robbed that, I think, from Joe.ie.
You robbed that?
Well, I robbed it and said it to Dave, and then Dave has been using it ever since.
Acting like it's his original joke.
Yeah, typical Dave with his dad jokes. Guys, we're just going to go into the timetables, kind of go over some stuff that we have coming up next week. On top of that stuff we have planned for the future to obviously try and keep you guys interactive and involved and, you know, kind of in contact with us regularly, pretty much. Next week, guys, we have CrossFit classes like we have every single day. You'll have a morning class, you have an afternoon class, and late morning class, and an evening class. Kino, what's the plan with the programming next week? What have you got in store?
There's a couple of cool little things. Obviously, at home, it's not as varied as we will be doing in the gym. But we'll always try to keep it as varied as we can. Just try to get everyone nice and sweaty and get the bodies moving. A couple of little ones for next week. We do have a little famous workout at the end of the week that we can all do at home. In the middle of the week, there's a variation of another famous workout. So there's a kind of cool kind of couple of ones. But the main kind of thing with the program now, just throughout a lockdown, obviously we can't put a major focus on strength work. People don't have the weights and everything. It's just to keep the body fit and healthy and keep everyone moving. But like kind of in my kind of head, kind of mindset would be to try to hit all of our energy systems each week. We try to hit all our major kind of patterns each week of movement. I just kind of break them all the way up into loads of different variations of workouts. So there is a little bit of purpose behind it. It's never just going to be as fun as being in the gym where we can throw weights around and hang out of the bars and so forth. But there'll be a little bit of purpose behind everything, yeah.
Are they all just like 3-minute sprint classes? You're going to get on and get off Zoom, or is there a plan behind them? Are they all long? Or are they all
the total kind of time frame for each kind of Zoom class will be about 30 minutes. Sometimes they'll creep over towards 40. But all the workouts will in some way be hitting every energy system. So some of them will be a little bit shorter in time frame, kind of like an interval type one like we've done before, like every 3 minutes times 5, but then you have a 15-minute workout. You have a couple of kind of 20-minute AMRAPs in there that'll be long and sweaty, a couple of longer ones up towards 25 minutes. So there's a little kind of difference in all of them. Some of them will be quite long and sweaty. We will have some kind of short, sprinty ones. But
big thing with the Zoom stuff. Do you notice the difference in people who didn't take part in Zoom and then came back after lockdown?
Yeah.
As opposed to people who do stay involved?
100%. I think even me and Richie were chatting about it there the other day of looking at everyone that did all the predominant amount of stuff that we did in the last lockdown. So everyone that did the WODs, a lot of people who did the run club, you can see that when they come back to the gym, just that their fitness levels are still there. They're not coming straight away in dreading to do their first workout in a while. They can push through it, and you can actually see that in CrossFit and in the sweat room as well. In the sweat class, you can see people that weren't finishing that 10k challenge because of the runner are now actually starting to finish that with a little bit of time spare because they did the run club and they kept their fitness levels up. So 100%, yeah. So I do recommend everybody, if you are watching this, do something. Make sure you're pushing yourself every single day just to keep yourself going.
Now, run club, huge hit in the last lockdown. I think me and you started them off. We'd started them off in Olaf's, but it got a bit dark and a bit wet. I noticed by the start of it, had maybe at best a handful of people were showing up. By the end, we had nearly a full class nearly every single day.
Yeah, I remember one morning, I think you were leading it, I came down for it as well. There was one morning with 15 or so of us. So there's a big chunk, every morning is different, but started off with a few. I think a lot of people ended up kind of liking the running. I actually got a couple of mails from people saying that they used to hate running, and because the way we plan it out with the intervals and the distance and the times, is they said they actually like running now. So again, I do recommend everyone to try come down, hit up a couple of run clubs. There is some 3 mornings a week Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. and then 2 in the evenings on Tuesday and Thursday. So obviously we're trying to do it as best we can, but try to pop into 1 or 2 because it does make the world of a difference running with a group of people compared to just running on your own. I know I can't run on my own, I just end up going slower. Yeah. And I was only saying to Fergal there before we started this during the run club, if Adrian Byrne is watching, make sure you're out in the morning run clubs because you're my run buddy the last time.
Run buddies. With the running club as well, we got loads of mails about it. Oh, is it okay if I come down? Do I need to, like, certain standards? Can anyone come? Or?
Anybody can come. Doesn't matter about your fitness levels. If you haven't run in years or you're running every week, pop down. It's all a bit of fun. And we all start from the gym, and it's kind of just all around the gym. So it doesn't matter if someone's ahead of you or not. We're just pretty much doing laps. If everyone knows the big block or the 800 meter run, so and we all kind of finish here, kind of at the gym. So it doesn't matter what level you're at.
But you're pretty much doing it on your own, just in a group.
In a group, yeah.
Social distancing, guys.
Social distancing.
Another thing we have rolling out, something I think Sonia's very passionate about. We'll go into more detail when we have her on it. But meditation. Do you know much about meditation?
Not really. Not really. Sonia's
going to be the educator on that, guys.
I know, I was chatting to her the other day about it. There's going to be 2 sessions. There's going to be one in the morning, kind of one mid-morning, so you check out the timetable for. But you're saying, yeah, it's going to be about 15-20 minutes. It's a nice way, especially in the morning, to kind of get yourself up, kind of clear the head. She's just going to be doing a lot of breathing work in it, so it could be kind of cool for a lot of people to try.
No harm in trying new things. Weightlifting is the next thing. I think we handed out a lot of the equipment this morning. I think pretty much all the dowels are pretty much gone. I think there's a few plastic ones left. Plan with that, Kino?
Well, it's only going to be on once a week. If it is more popular, we'll obviously do more, and we'll fit another one in. And there's obviously only so much we can do Olympic weightlifting wise, like not in the gym. So it's got to be a lot of positional work, technique, a lot of awareness. So even though it's predominantly a lot of us only have a dell, maybe a broom at home, you can use a broom, guys, if you don't. If you can grab a dell from the gym. But it's going to be a lot of positions, holding them, learning them, and then in fairness, it might stand to you then afterwards when you come back to the gym. You know, if there's a snatch that's coming in, you're just like, I didn't really understand it, but now we can take a little bit of a, one step back to have 2 forward, and learn all the positions.
Weightlifting's really hard, guys. Full-blown Olympic sport. We have loads of guest speakers in the pipeline as well, guys. Obviously, we'll probably get Dave on. We'll have Richie on at some point. We'll have Richie be doing loads of nutrition stuff on this one. Plan as well, guys. We have plan to hopefully get onto you guys, have some more guest speakers involved, doing some other stuff that aren't necessarily just gym related. Okay. That's the plan in the future. Kino.
Further.
I'm running out of stuff here. Stay active, stay positive.
Stay active.
Stay positive.
Stay positive, test negative. Is that the joke? What's the joke?
It's stay positive but test negative.
Stay positive, test negative.
Test negative.
Such a dad joke.
As well, guys, I'll say it as well, gym equipment, if you didn't get a chance to get down, mail us. We'll be pretty much in here, maintaining the gym, trying to, I suppose, keep the place clean and upgrade what we can while none of you are in here. We said at the start, guys, really important to just stay active, right? This is not what we wanted. This is not what you guys wanted. I think I said to a few people the last day that Zoom is we don't actually enjoy doing Zoom as much as we enjoy having you in the facility. But it is really important. The reason you come to the gym is to get healthier. There's no point just stopping because the gym isn't open.
Especially CrossFit Open's coming on.
Oh, as well. Sorry, yes, the CrossFit Open, we seen it. Dave Castro said the other day that they will actually have a home variation of the Open. I don't know how that'll, if you track the CrossFit season, I don't know. Do you think that'll impact the competitors?
I don't know. We'll find out later, come in time, but it's kind of cool though. That, again, keep up your training at home. You never know, you can try the at home.
Yeah, as well, the Open every year, they only tend to have, one really short workout? Everything else tends to be very aerobic, which kind of ties into a lot of the stuff that ends up happening at the end of lockdown.
Yeah.
So I think I remember at the end of lockdown 1, everyone was so aerobically fit when they came back. I wasn't. I was still a poor aerobic athlete. But yeah, guys, a lot more stuff to come. Obviously, a lot more content we'll try and pump out to you guys. Please stay active with us. Give us feedback. If we're doing something wrong or something isn't working, don't just let it flow there. Give us some feedback so we can try and improve what we're doing for you guys. Said it again, stay active, test negative, stay positive. Okay?
Peace. See you later.